Welcome back, you transcendent soul. It is me, your guiding light, your Sherpa to success, getting you to your wildest dreams, where your house is elegantly littered with the greatest artists of all time, and your kitchen countertop is precisely cut symmetrical marble, straight from the mountains of Italy, shipped straight to your door, especially for you. So today's video, we're talking about how you can get to where you want to be and become the person you want to become. They're kind of in reverse order. You've got to become the person you want to become to get where you want to be. So I'm not going to fill you with shit or fluff around it. I'm going to get you straight into the good, straight into the goose and get into it. So you've got to become the person you want to be. How do you do it? Easier said than done, right? Sure is. But no need to fear. I am here to show you the way in easy, straightforward steps that you can implement immediately. First, I want to hit you with this quote that is going to get you started for where we're going. The person you want to become is found in the graveyard of every previous you that you've slain. Let's let that sink in for a moment. Okay, great. And now subscribe. Okay, great. Now into the juicy stuff. So you want to become the person you want to be, and you've made the right decision by clicking on this video. Well done. So you want to reverse engineer yourself, essentially. So what you want to do is you want to write down on a bit of paper, and trust me, you can do it on your notes, but paper, the physical touch of it, will get you going more than just your phone. Do you know what I mean? Because you might be more enticed to go onto Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever you go on. I don't care. Just don't go on it. That's what I'm saying. Get paper, get a pen or pencil, and write down who you want to become, your ideal life. And I mean, shoot for the stars, but also realistically. If you're 53 watching this and you say you want to become an athlete, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying it's highly unlikely. Play to your own strengths. The world isn't fair, so try to make the playing ground fair for you. Do you know what I mean? I'm good at some things that you're not. I'm sure you're good at things that I'm not. So play to your own strengths. That's how you'll succeed, I assure you. So on that bit of paper, write down who you want to become. Your wage, your life, where you live, who you live with, what you've done, what you do, you know what I mean? Everything. So you want to look at that, pin it up on your wall, somewhere you'll see it every single day. It will blow your mind how much it will change the way you think when you see it every day, because you will change your actions knowing, I want to become this. I wrote this down, seeing it every day. It will then lead into your actions, I promise. So with that being said, we move on to step 2. Step 2 is writing down what you do. Write down your current day, everything. When you wake up to when you go to bed, that sheet needs to have every minute documented. Honestly, like when you brush your teeth, when you stopped, when you had your shower, when you stopped, when you ate your breakfast, when you finish. You get the idea. All the way to when you're driving home, or if you work from home, when you finish work, whatever it may be, document your day. I would personally recommend documenting your day for a week, because some things may change. You know what I mean? You might go to the gym 3 days a week and then you lose time there compared to another day. Like, well, I say lose time, but your time is spent elsewhere than on other days. So now you want to compare the two. Where you want to be, I'm pointing here because I remember I just stuck this up on the wall, to where you are. And how can you get to there? It might seem like a fuck off leap, because you're like, well, this one here, I'm a multi-millionaire. You might even be a billionaire. And here, I don't have shit. So I'm going to make it nice and easy. Reverse engineer. You compare what you do here, what you like, what you don't like, what you can cut out to get more time to work towards this, the good stuff. And with that being said, reverse engineer. If you wanted to be here with all the good things, how would you get there? Think logically, watch some tutorials. If you need me to make a video going into deeper depth of how to reverse engineer, I will make one. Drop a comment. But put simply, what are the logical steps to get to where you want to be? What would you have to do? Like, say for example, if you put in your want to be, where you want to be, You want to be jacked. You want to be a healthy individual with a great amount of visible muscle, showing a low body percent fat. Do you know what I mean? All these good things. How would you get there? Okay, well, you'd start off by eating correct. Then you would start off by having more of the correct food for protein intake. So maybe add more chicken, more beef, more whatever it may be. Then, okay, that's just not going to get me jacked. That would get me healthy. How do I get jacked? I've got a gym. Okay, to get to the body I want, 3 days in the gym be enough? Probably not. Let me go up to 4 or 5. Oh, haven't got enough for 5 days because, you know, we're comparing back to the previous ones. I can't go to the gym 5 days a week. Okay. But was there anything you do on the other days that you can cut out to substitute for the good things? Can you? I'm sure there is. You might like playing games. Can you cut out the games? This is obviously for people who truly, with every fibre in their being, desire what they want. It's not just, oh yeah, well, I'd like to win the lottery. I'd like to be rich. No, you'd rather die than not be rich. We're talking that level. You need to be consumed in this to get to this desire, this goal of yours. It needs to be this or genuinely nothing. So, back onto what I was saying. You need to reverse engineer everything you want. So if your goal is money, reverse engineer how you can get it. If you've got some startup capital right now at your disposal, fantastic. Maybe you can jump to step 3 of how to get money. Do you know, if you want me to make a video on how to get money from step 0 to, like, I don't know, whatever it may be, whatever your circumstance is, I'll make one. But what I'm about to say now is for everyone, it's going to include it. If you've got startup capital, say we all start here at the baseline. Actually, no, I'll put it here so you can see where my hand is. Perfect. So here is 0. Here is 50. Here is 1. If you've got nothing, you have to start from here, and it's going to be different than if you've got money and you can start from here. I'm sure you understand why, because you have things at your disposal that you can utilize. So if you're starting from here, you need something like, say you go to a car boot sale and you hustle for, like, you try and barter people down their items, you take them home, you resell them on third-party platforms, Vinted, eBay, Gumtree. I'm not going to name more, but you get the idea. If you already have money at your disposal, okay, now you can possibly invest in a course. Learn a skill like that. You can do it all from home. You haven't got to do the manual labour bit. Or if you do the manual labour bit, you haven't got to barter as much, and you can maybe rent out a van to take more stuff home. Already do you know what I mean? There, you've got to carry what you've got home. Here, you can rent whatever. If you're up here, though, for example, you can just pay someone to do it for you. So if you've got money, start the way you can. If you haven't, start either way. Doesn't matter. You'll appreciate it when you eventually get to that goal. Enough rambling, though. You've just got to work to get there. That is as simple as it. It can't be any simpler than that. Where you want to be, think, how would I get there? What would that person be doing? What would that person be doing? And do that. It's honestly as simple as that. It is. I'm not going to ramble on for any longer. So with that being said, be safe, be well. And as always, I'm watching from afar, praying for your success.